I hate being late for anything.
Welcome to another gorgeous day on planet Earth and another day of Dose of Did You Know, where intriguing, unique, inspiring individuals come to talk about love and life and how it got them to where they are today. I am your host, Danny Rocco, and with me is my main man, Arthur. How are you?
I'm great. How are you?
I am doing fantastic, even though I have this like sexy smoker frog voice going on after a crazy weekend in Nashville. Yes, Andrew, do you hear my voice? Because Andrew is watching out there.
For everything.
Andrew is the man for everything, is he not?
I blame him for everything that goes wrong.
He's the main man, and we can also blame you. Do you see what's happening, Andrew? We're totally throwing you under the bus because all you can do is type in, and we're sitting here talking. But actually, before we get going, Arthur, tell the world a little bit about who you are.
A little bit about me. I'm from a small Caribbean island from the coast of Honduras called Utila Islands of Honduras, born and raised. Moved to U.S., went high school in the U.S. in Pensacola, Florida. I've always had something interesting since a kid with the military, always. And I never thought about joining, but after like 9/11, I was home on the island. I was like, just turned the TV on, and I seen every channel with this weird, news about towers. And I was like, what the heck is going on? What is this? Well, fast forward, a few years later, I did join the Marines. Weirdly, I almost joined the Air Force first.
Well, at least you got some sense knocked into you. No offense out there, but since I am a mom of a Marine, my heart has a special place for you guys. So thank goodness. Who knows? I might not even be your friend right now.
Hey, no, I made the right choice. Trust me. I know I did. But I would not change anything.
It brings you to where you are today. So I got to go back a little bit because here's this kid from a little island. Do you say outside of Honduras? Do you say in Honduras? How do you say that properly?
We consider ourselves unique. We don't even, we will say we would like to say you need a passport to come see us, even if we're part of Honduras. It's a small Caribbean island. We always say we're outside of Honduras.
Okay, so this amazing place that you have to have a special invitation to go to, we'll just put it up there, this elite small island outside of Honduras. So you come here and you see 9/11, but what is it like? I want to talk about that as, someone born outside of the United States in a different culture. What gave you that drive to even want to join our military? I mean, have you ever thought of that before?
I could say I've always been interested in the military. I've always, John Wayne would be my biggest example. Love John Wayne. I watch his movies, his military movies. I'm like, man, that looks pretty cool. As a kid,
Yeah.
And then I'm like, then when I finally get to the U.S., I go high school up here in the United States in Florida, Pensacola, Florida. And that's when I got more looking into it. Mm-hmm. And that's when I went for it, basically.
All right. So now I'm a very curious human being. I want to know that it's kind of like it's good and it's bad. But tell me the difference between growing up in Honduras and then growing up in the United States. We're going to get to the future, but I got to go back to this beginning part.
I would say my childhood growing up on Utila, on that island, is unique because I was free to do anything I want. I can go fishing when I want, diving when I want, climb trees, pick fruit literally right from the tree that you have to buy from stores here. All the fruit you buy here, I can literally climb a tree and it's mine. I don't have to pay for it.
This is like not George of the Jungle, it reminds me of, but it's like Arthur of the Jungle, but on an island.
Oh, we used to play hide and seek in trees. That's how we used to do it down there.
Oh, come on. I'm totally loving this. Okay, Andrew and I were talking about going to this island, and I think probably after this interview, it is going to definitely happen. So you come to Pensacola, which you need to hook up with Ryan Hendrickson. Big shout out to Ryan Hendrickson, author of Tip of the Spear. He's from your area.
Nice. Yeah, I got family there. Well, no longer. Well, my aunt used to live there. She moved back. She's now back in Utila. But when she was living there, I moved, stayed with her, went to school there, high school, of course. And also I got a trade in electrical wiring. I went to a tech school, like a tech high school.
Yeah. Very, very cool. All right. So let's fast forward a little bit now that I know what like growing up on this island that I will be soon venturing out with my special passport ID from Arthur Bush. But so you joined the Marines, and what was that like for you?
Oh, it was life-changing, honestly, because I've always heard the Marines are the best.
Well, yes, but continue.
I didn't know that till I got there. And I learned why we're the best, because the physical part is tremendous. I was never the fastest. I was never the strongest. But I was there with basically second place behind the fastest and the strongest. I didn't give up. I put my mind, I'm not giving up no matter what.
Yeah. Yeah. And that has bring you to something very special that you are actually kind of launching today. It's a big deal. This is like a big step in this next adventure in your life. So you served, you have a heart of service, hence you joining the military. And then it's kind of continued out into today. So tell me a little bit about, I see the swag you got going on. That is
check it out. Little Island Warriors. That's the logo.
I'm loving it. So talk to me about, today is his big day. He's launching his website, island-warriors.org. What is that?
Well, you just think of it this way. What do just normal people do to get away from life? They go on a vacation. Yeah, they go on a vacation. And usually what they want to go somewhere out of the U.S., or if it was in the U.S., somewhere they've never been before. Do something they've never done before. Mm-hmm. And honestly, we all know how veterans deal with PTSD. It's hard.
Right. Well, you're the veteran. I'm just the mom of one. You know better than I do.
You know just as much as me, because, parents, wives, significant others have to help fight this battle. We can't fight it alone, And without help, veterans are losing this battle. We lose more vets to this than we did, I would say, than anything else. Yeah. And people deal with it in different ways. They fight it different ways.
Well, isn't that the truth? So before we go into more detail of it, what made you say, I want to do something about this? Because there's a lot of people out there that will see the problem, talk about the problem, but never do any action behind a solution. So why go that extra mile?
Well, I've always been doing stuff to help people in my own way. Back home, especially on the island. From a young age, I was part of groups helping raise money or helping fix stuff for the island, improving the island. And I just carried it on to now. I've had friends of mine that was in the Marines with me. I was telling them about where I'm from. They're like, man, that sounds great. I want to go there. I had one guy go. His name was Carlos Rodriguez. He went down there. He sent me a message. I was still in the Marines when he went there. He got out a year before me. He sends me a message. Guess where I'm at? I don't know. Where you at? I'm in your mom's house eating food. I'm like, I hate you right now. So he had plans to go for a week and stayed over a month.
Wow.
He loved it so much. And he said, the only reason I'm leaving, I ran out of money.
Okay, so wait, so I better come with a pocket full because I just might end up popping a squat there for an extended amount of period. Is this what you're telling me?
I'm telling you, go there, you're never going to want to leave.
You better have a return flight back and no way to change it. Maybe that's it, or you'll get stuck there. Or maybe that is a trap that you will get stuck there because you'll miss your flight. I don't know. So this service happened. You've always been a giver. You're in the Marines. People are just kind of intrigued and loving this place that you grew up and that you've shared with them. And then you have affirmation because one of your Marine goes there and apparently he stays for a month.
Yeah, he wasn't the only one. Andrews went down there. He's been there a few times, and he's seen what it's like and what you could get out of it. Right. You could get out so much out of that place. For me, right. it's I'm more relaxed when I'm there than anywhere else in the world.
Well, that says a lot because you're a pretty chill kind of guy, So I love the flip-flops, the climbing the trees, eating off the land. Although I had when I was at the Irreverent Warriors Hike Nashville, I had a good, dear, like to my soul person say, Danny, I camped for 24 years. I do not want to camp again. So, but I feel that it's not really camping when you go there. There's something
no. It's
more
like
than that.
People, I say where I'm from, and some people to this day will say, "Oh, you live in tiki huts or in tree houses and, you know, crazy stuff like that."
Yeah.
Like, no, dude, sorry, seriously. We got everything. We have everything you can imagine that you would find here. Only thing is cheaper there and more laid back.
Right. All right. So you have this Island Warriors. What can people look forward to? What would bring them to want to reach out and be part of what you're doing? Explain to me.
Well, basically, the way I look at it, in a military veteran deserves more than almost anybody to go and give themselves a well-deserved break. Go diving, go fishing, go to a beach, go. It's just so much you could do. It's just the list of
So the premise is there is for them to take some of that stress of their day-to-day life, of their past that they're carrying with them to this day, and be able to, in a healthy way, release that and hopefully start some sort of healing and evolution into a new life. Is that correct to say?
Yeah. Basically, because, you know, you're here in the U.S., there's always a distraction. You always got your phone. There's always something happening. There's always something that's going to draw you for that to click. Because, you know, PTSD is something you could control maybe a little bit by yourself, but you can't control it 100%. You need an outlet. You need something to help you push it. Like, to keep I believe you keep your mind busy, you keep yourself alive, because PTSD affects your mind more than anything.
And are you like, how is this going to, like, the application? Because I'm a little bit of a black and white person. I'm like, I needed the steps laid out for me, or my mind. And I think this is why, because then my mind will go on these tangents of possibly unrealistic expectations. So I'm like, just give it to me. Step 1, 2, 3. Don't talk between the lines. You don't want me filling them in.
For this is a 10-day all expense paid getaway. Everything's paid. The website's there launched. They could go look at it. It has step-by-step instructions of what you got to do. You fill out the little small form. Of course, you have to submit your DD-214 that lets me know you are a veteran. You know, and then from there we will set up everything. If you need a passport, we'll help you how to tell you the steps to get your passport. If you have your passport already, fine. Just give me your information. We will book your flights from your home state, your home airport that's closest to you, all the way to Honduras.
Oh my goodness. And I'm sure there must be some sort of application process, because after this, you might have like everybody and their mother applying, and they're right, like, heck yeah.
Well, yeah, at the moment, because of the coronavirus, I'm not doing anything this year. But if you start submitting now and for next year, when we start getting everything back running, like, all right, we're gonna first, for example, say we have a trip for January, send emails out to the people that's already applied. But, hey, I got something for January. Are you available? Can you do this time? If they say yes, cool. Give me I'm gonna start with your flight information. Your next email or call from me will be everything you need to get going.
I love the simplicity of it. But yes, see, there is an application process. So yes, apply, but then you're going to have to go through Arthur's kind of interrogation. And he might seem chill, but I think there'll be a big interrogation.
I'm not that bad. It's not that bad.
And with that, are you going to have like different resources for them there also? Like maybe speakers or motivation, or people that have different techniques of healing? Or is it just a starting place to release them, like to chill out? And
the goal is I'm gonna have as much as I can. I'm gonna have them, if they want massages, I might have that available. If they want just a relaxing, like a little tour around the island or snorkeling or whatever it is to help them just basically woosah, you know, the whole time they're there. I'm gonna make it happen. This is what this is about.
This is what it's about. But okay, I got to go back just a smidge because I went back, but then I went fast forward, a little bit. What gave you this idea that this is what you want to do, and then put it into action?
It's really hard.
How did that action come about?
It's kind of hard to talk about because it always gets emotional when I talk about it. So you excuse me if I start getting emotional.
Hey, that's the raw and realness, author. That's why you're doing this. It's okay. Take your time.
Yeah. Well, I had friends around. Just give me a second. Just thinking about it. Just.
Mm-hmm. I
hate losing people. I hate losing people.
Yeah. Yeah. And so I think right now that you answered my question.
Yeah.
This is not about just you wanting to share your homeland and the experience it gave you. It's that you've personally been impacted by the loss. And that is what I think propelled you into that motion forward of doing this, no matter how hard of it or how out of the realm of your expertise, or it is your passion, what fuels this, so that other people don't maybe have to feel what you feel or get some release a little bit from that.
Yeah. I mean, I struggle with PTSD. I'm not going to lie. I have PTSD. I struggle with it, but I found my outlet, and that's what I continue to do on a daily basis. Yeah. And everyone needs to find their outlet. And it's hard. Some people don't even know what it is. They don't know how to look for it. They don't know how to find it. And if I could give them something with this to help them find it and then just stay on that course, that's another life saved,
Yeah. What just came to me when you were talking was that because you're offering all of these different experiences, that in itself is the tool of them finding what it is for them, whether it's fishing, whether it's sightseeing, whether it's traveling, whether it's snorkeling, whatever it is. And you're doing it in such a cool, passive, kind of fun way as like this vacation. It gives them the ability to search new things that they've never possibly thought of even trying before.
Yeah, I mean, you can imagine the people that's probably never been deep sea diving before in their life, or haven't even thought about it.
No, well, I'm not going to lie. The thought of it does scare me because sharks are my biggest fear.
Hey, I'm not going to lie. When I did my open water, I seen some sharks.
Get out.
They went that way, and I'm like, I'm going that way. So I was good.
Yeah. You were smart. You used your training to wade through any devastation that might have happened.
Diving is beautiful. My biggest passion is fishing. I love deep sea fishing. I just love it.
Yeah. And now you're sharing your heart and soul into this new nonprofit that you have started, island-warriors.org. Is there anything else that you can think of that you want to make sure is really important that people know? Or even, I know you said the process is to apply, but sometimes people think why should they apply? They're not worth it, or there's nothing, special about them to apply.
See, some people will like to say they don't see themselves doing that. That's because they're closing themselves off from the world. They want to stay in their little bubble, to say. Because I know I got guys that don't even leave their house. I've told them about this, but hey, man, I want you to be part of this. I will give you the first group, because I want to do a beta group. I want to send some Marines that I already know that needs this. And hey, I want you guys to come first and tell me, so we can try it out on you guys. And I've contacted a few, and some like, they don't want to do it. One guy don't even want to leave us. He hasn't left his house in years. That's the person that needs more than anybody. You need to get out. You can't live your life closed off from everybody.
No, it's too sad. It's too sad, and it's a waste for a beautiful gift of a human being.
Yeah, it is.
It is.
It's still a lot of work for me to do it. I got to do it, Island Warriors. I still need sponsors, donors, a little bit of everything.
Yeah.
But we get there slowly but surely.
That's right. Every day is a new day and another form of action to bring you into what your goal is. So if you're listening out there, and maybe it's not you that needs this, but it's someone that you know that's dear and true to your heart, I believe, and I'm speaking for Arthur, so tell me if I'm right or wrong, go do the application. Let Arthur help you bring that veteran out. You know, because also families, they need the support too, just like the veterans, right?
Yeah,
So talk with him and he will help get that veteran on the phone with Arthur to see if, you know, they will actually go on the trip with that team.
And you know, eventually I have plans for all of this as it grows. I know it's just not the veteran that needs help. Sometimes it's the spouse or their, you know, the family member that's helping them the most, because they get stressed out too.
Yeah.
So eventually, once we get a good rolling start and we get it going pretty good, I like to bring the vet with that person that's helping them the most, like their wife or their husband or their sister, aunt, whoever it is. Yeah. They're together. Enjoy life together. See what you can do together to keep yourselves on a good path.
Good. It's good. Good motion. And the ripple effect will definitely come your way. And before I let you go, Arthur, because you have been just such an amazing guest today, sharing your love and your life and what brought you here to create this nonprofit, I ask that you answer my last question with the first thing that comes to your mind, no matter how crazy or weird it sounds to you in the moment. It's the truth. Right now in this moment, Arthur, what does love mean to you?
Love, man. A long time ago, that meant a whole lot. But I've been divorced recently, so now it's kind of, I don't know. But love for me would be a person you could share your life, dreams, and everything with. Someone that you could put your entire hope on, and they'll give you theirs in return.
I love it. Good answer. Good truth. Good heart. You are a wonderful, strong, amazing man, Arthur. Thank you so much for taking the time to share with the world a little bit about who you are, what makes you tick, and why you are doing what you do. Everyone, check out the website, apply, share it. You never know whose life it will change. And to everyone out there that is listening, always remember, love hard, love pure, and love proactive. Until next time, we will see you later. Take care. Bye-bye.
Bye.